achievement.
So much appreciation here as we continue to recognize Veterans Day. Latin for always faithful, always loyal. Semper Fi is the motto of the Marine Corps in the United States. Matt Ganyard, the Virginia kicker, served in the Marines for more than a decade, traveling the world and fulfilling that very important commitment. But during that time, he also stayed faithful and loyal to himself and his dream of playing college football. Victoria Arlen has that story.
The motivation was prove the doubters wrong. They said, well, you've never played before, or you'd be too old, or it's never been done. I just kept saying, why not?
Matt Ganyard first arrived at Virginia in 2008. After playing soccer in high school, he joined the club team at UVA, but had never played organized football.
My brother and dad had asked me, you've got a big leg for soccer, could you kick football? It kind of gave me the itch and the urge to go try and make this a thing.
How many times did you try out for the team?
So I only tried out one time. It was towards the end of my sophomore year here. Got a denial letter. It was just a generic, hey, we're sorry to let you know that you didn't make the team. No real explanation, which certainly kind of worked for me at the time.
While at Virginia, Ganyard had to experience college football from the stands. Before graduating in 2011 and taking an internship on Capitol Hill.
I wanted to serve in some respect. I thought maybe in government. It was just a little bit slower paced than I wanted as my first job out of college. At that point, I went back to the drawing board and thought maybe the military would be a good option. That fall, I commissioned in the Marine Corps.
Ganyard would train for 2 years before piloting Cobra attack helicopters for the Marine Corps. And no matter where he was deployed, he always had his team and a football.
On the transit across the Pacific, he was kind of tailoring most of his workouts to kicking and practicing his craft.
We were in a port call in Thailand. We found a little beach area and I was kicking while my buddies were eating some food.
We had the football the whole time. Anytime we got off the boat, it was with us.
We stopped in Jordan on a base and I found a little soccer field and went out and kicked some footballs just over the soccer goals that were there.
He kind of took the chance and the opportunity to kick there, and there were some locals there who were really interested, had probably never seen a football.
A Jordanian soldier was walking by and saw me kicking. I don't speak his language, he doesn't speak mine. We kind of motioned at each other and he tried kicking. It was one of those surreal cultural moments that no words were really needed, but it was a great moment for the both of us.
In 2022, Ganyard transitioned back to civilian life. Now, 34 years old and married with 2 kids, he moved his family to Charlottesville, where he would attend grad school at UVA.
I thought, if I'm going to be back at school, could I play? And so I started doing a little research, started looking at the NCAA bylaws, and realized that your eligibility clock pauses when you're on active duty. And so that window of opportunity that I never thought existed.
We were in search of a kicker, and Drew Meyer, a special teams analyst, he kept telling me, there's this guy that's going to be in school here. He's a little bit older, but I got a guy.
I'd first caught up with him through Twitter. I'd received a DM with his YouTube link, watched the video, and he's coming out of a helicopter. I'm like, this looks straight out of Top Gun.
The next thing I know, they're like, all right, coach, he's in school. He's got everything worked out. It's going to happen. And I said, okay, well then let's add him to the team.
What was that moment like when you made the team?
Very full circle and very surreal. But before I came here, it was important to me that I conveyed to the coaches that I'm a competitor. I want to win the job. I want to compete, and I want to be on the field.
Ganyard earned a starting job on the Cavaliers kickoff team. And on September 2nd, he took the field for his first football game.
Running out for that first kick is a moment I'll never forget. I dreamed about that kind of moment.
Matt Ganyard is the kickoff specialist for Virginia, and he's 34 to kick off the season.
Every day, opportunities are walking around disguised as challenges. And as young men like Matt, that motivate me every single day. To not see failure as failure, but as opportunities to grow.
It's everything I could have imagined and more in all the best ways. From the little moments in the locker room with the guys to being on the field and competing for my alma mater. It's every little bit that I could have hoped for.
So much respect, admiration, and appreciation for Matt and his fellow veterans, not just today, but every